everyone, Joe from Central Jersey Conrail and N-Scale. Welcome back. This is day 3 of our ops blowout. Today we're going to be running the SA-39. For those of you who don't recall, the SA-39 calls out of Brown's Yard, travels all the way down the Sayrehurst Secondary to the Toms River Industrial, and then goes over to service the Ciba Geigy facility. So let's go over our work order, switch list. Today we're going to be setting out a hopper and a tank car over at Building 105. We're going to be setting out 2 tank cars over at the steam plant. We're going to be setting out 2 tank cars over at Building 108. We're going to be picking up 2 tanks at the steam plant, picking up a box car and a covered hopper at 105, and we're going to be picking up 2 tank cars from Building 108. So the crew's already blocked out their train. It's all assembled. Air brakes are all tested. They're ready to go. So let's go pick them up over in Brown's Yard, and we'll go over our Form D and then head out on the road and start getting to work. Okay, so here's our train for the day. Our train's got locomotive 1980, the Keep It Moving with Conrail scheme. We got our Form D, so let's go over that. Form D C103 to C&E, number 1980, crew of the SA-39, circle line 2, operate in a south direction on single track between Browns and TRI, Toms River Industrial. Dispatcher is JD, time effective is 11:15 in the AM. So the train's all set to go, so we're going to go ahead and pull out of Brown's Yard and make our way down to Toms River. Okay, so the crew of the SA-39 has reached Lakehurst. We're going to call and get our Form D, C104. It's 2 C&E, number 1980, crew of the SA-39. Circle line 2, operate in both directions on single track between Toms River Industrial and end of track. Okay, so the conductor's going to get off. He's going to open the turnout. Actually, the brakeman's going to get off and open the turnout. And we're going to pull forward onto the Toms River Industrial. I'll call it the dispatcher, and we're going to cancel Form DC 103. That gave us authority on the main. I gotta lock the turnout, put it back in the position it's supposed to be in, and now we're going to get our cancellation. Time is 11:32. 11:40 on the fast clock. Dispatcher is Desmond. And that one is now canceled. So now we're on the Townsville Industrial and working under the authority of C104. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to leave these 3 cars out to give me some room. So I'm going to set a handbrake on the DuPont car. Gauge my braking mechanism. Okay, we'll uncouple right here. Okay, so these 2 cars got to go over to 105, and these 2 cars got to go to the steam plant. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to work the steam plant, and then I can leave those cars in the back here. We'll work the steam plant and leave the cars here out of the way to give us more room, and we can work 105. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pull forward. We're going to set a handbrake on the Indigo Clay's car. Uncouple. Pull forward. I'm going to set a handbrake on the white and red car. We'll uncouple. So the conductor's going to get back on and ride on the back step here. Brakeman's on the ground over here. Alright, 1980. Pull forward. 1980. Back up 3 car lengths. 2 car lengths. 1 car length. Alright. Brakeman is on the ground. He's going to couple and connect. And he's going to release the handbrake. Then they're both going to get on. 1918. Push back 3 car lengths. Okay, so I made a decision now. We're going to work building 105 and see if I can leave those cars on the building 105 spur and give me some more room. Then I can work the steam plant. So both. The brakeman's going to walk up to the turnout. Conductor's going to ride the rear of the hopper. 1918 is going to pull forward. It's good right there, 1918. And the brakeman's going to open the turnout. Alright, 1918. Turnout's line for 105. Conductor's on the rear riding. Push back 3 car lengths. Actually, 4 car lengths. Alright, 1918, that's a good couple. We'll couple and connect. And we're going to release the handbrake. 2 handbrakes for the 2 cars. Alright, 1918. Pull forward 4 car lengths. Well, it's been a while since I worked this line over here. So we're going to set a handbrake on the blue copper. Uncouple, 1918, pull forward 2 car lengths. Okay. Conductor's going to set the handbrake on the Milwaukee Road boxcar. And he's going to uncouple. 1918, pull forward 2 car lengths, conductor's on the ground. Uncouple and connect. And we're going to release the handbrake on the blue hopper. 1918, pull forward 3 car lengths, conductor and brakeman are on the ground. Couple and connect. And we're going to release that handbrake on that box car. 1918, push back 2 car lengths. And make a 1. Good right there, 1918. Now set a handbrake. We're gonna uncouple. 1918 is gonna pull forward. Alright, conductor's on the ground. He's going to set that handbrake. We're going to uncouple. That's good right there. Brakeman's going to operate the turnout. 1918. Pull back up 2 car lengths. Alright. Couple and connect. We're going to release the handbrake on the blue hopper. 1918. Pull forward 3 car lengths. Alright, brakeman's going to operate the turnout. Turnout's line for 105. Brakeman and conductor are on the ground. Alright, we'll couple and connect. Release that handbrake. And we're going to push back and get these cars clear of the main. There we go. We'll set a handbrake. Okay. Uncouple. And we're going to pull forward. So now what we're going to do is we're going to run around these tank cars. We're going to work the steam plant. We will couple and connect. Release the handbrake on the one car. Alright. Good couple. Release the handbrake. And we're going to pull forward. I'm sorry, we're going to back up. Conductor's riding in the middle right there. Brakeman's on the ground on the other side. Alright. good right there. Let's set a handbrake. Alright, conductor's going to uncouple. 1918, back up 2 car lengths. Conductor's riding on the tank. Alright, brakeman's going to operate the turnout. Spot these cars right there. Set a handbrake. And we're going to uncouple. Conductor's going to ride. Brakeman's going to throw the turnout. Conductor's riding the black tank. Push forward 1 car length, 1918. Couple and connect. Release the handbrake. 1918. Push back 2 car lengths. It's good right there. So we're going to set a handbrake. Uncouple. Alright. Conductor and the brake, we're going to get on the locomotive. We're going to go all the way down and pick up our cars that are sitting on the hill. Okay, so we picked up our 2 tanks off the hill, and these go to building 108. So we're going to work 108 right now. Okay, so the conductor is going to operate the turnout. Brakeman's going to ride the rear tank. 1918. Push back 4 car lengths to a couple. Turnout's lined for 108. Brakeman's on the rear. This conductor wants the brakeman to move around a little bit, not like the last guy. Alright, that's a good couple. We'll release our 2 handbrakes. One 1918, pull forward 4 car lengths. Actually, make it 2. I'm not going to push it all the way in. I don't want to make them walk too much. Okay? Now, we will set a handbrake on both cars. Uncouple and pull forward. Alright, I'll line and lock the turnout for building 108. 1980 is going to back up. We're going to drop these cars here. Now we're going to go down and we got to pick up our car that was on the end of the train off the hill. Alright, so we got to pick up the cars out of 105. I'm getting very confused. I'm confusing myself here and I'm overthinking this. So we're going to pull forward. Back up. Hook in. Couple and connect. Release the handbrake. And pull forward. Okay. Operate that turnout. We're gonna back down. Pick up our car off the hill. Okay. And right now I can't use Sayrehurst to do the runaround to put everything back together because SA-37 is extra is right there. So I'm going to couple and connect, release the handbrake, back up, open this turnout. Couple and connect. Couple and connect. Release the handbrake. I'm going to back up. Drop this car right here. Drop that car right there. Uncouple. Push forward. Set a handbrake. Uncouple. Come down and grab these out of the steam plant. We're just gonna have to rebuild our train and leave it until we can get out on the main and move stuff around down in Sayrehurst. Couple and connect. Release the handbrake. Uncouple back here. Uncouple. Back up. Okay. Couple and connect. Release the handbrake. And our train is all set to go. With the exception of those two tanks down there on the end, and we'll just move them around when we get down to Sayrehurst. Okay, so that wraps up the work over there at Ciba Geigy. Now, I forgot, I got a little confused that, you know, the best way to do it is to leave those two on the end and push them down on the Sayrehurst and then move them around. We can't do it right now, though, because the SA-37 and 31 got the track, and so we're going to have to wait for a while. That's not a problem. We started at 11:40. It's now about 2 o'clock on the fast clock, so you know we still have plenty of time. So I'm going to go ahead and update my paperwork. We made our set outs. and we made our pickups. And I was actually able to get the that last car, which has my end of train flashing device on it. I was able to tuck that in the back, so we don't have to worry about turning that around either. The other thing I'll do now is take care of the car cards and put them in the bill box. All right, so there's all the way bills. The crew's going to take their lunch break, and then when we get track, we'll go down to Lakehurst, move the cars around, get them two off the front end, and then do our air test down in Lakehurst, and then head on back. All right. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to move out down to Lakehurst, and then we'll call dispatch and get authority to move out onto the main so we can get those tank cars back where they need to be, and head on back to Browns. Okay, so we're down in Lakehurst now, so we're going to call dispatch. We're going to get a new Form D. That'll give us authority to use the main so we can do the runaround and get those tank cars back in line. The new Form D is C114 and is to C&E number 1980, crew the SA-39, circle line 2, operate in both directions on single track between milepost 67 and Browns. Dispatcher's JD. Time effective is 1945. Now what that does, that gives us at least 2 miles south of the signal so we can do our run around our train and have room. So our crew is going to go down. They're going to open the turnout for the main line. All right, so 1980. Back up. So we're going to set a handbrake on one of the cars. The brakeman's going to do the last car in the line, so we don't have to walk all the way up. Conductor's going to uncouple the locomotive from the other end. Okay. Conductor's going to ride on the locomotive. I'll back up. Back on the locomotive, he's going to call dispatch and get cancellation on the Form D, and the cancellation is going to be 2,000 hours for Form D C104. So now the that Form D that gives up the Toms River Industrial, so that's open now. When 980 come back. 4 car lengths. Yeah, 2 car lengths. 1. Okay. And we're going to couple and connect. And release that handbrake. I'll uncouple this here. And we're going to pull forward. Set a handbrake. Yeah, I gotta move this. Roll. On couple. And we're gonna, there we go. Now we're gonna push backward. And you get off the power dish right there. It doesn't look like that. Alright, so we're going to set a handbrake. Uncouple. Okay. Conductor's going to lock the line and lock the turnout. They're both going to get on the locomotive and ride to the other end. Alright. Line and lock the turnout for the main. And these two the chlorine tank cars are empty, so we're not going to worry about that. For their placement, that's good. Okay. We will couple and connect. Release the handbrake. Okay, so before we proceed, we got to do our air brake test. So we got 7 cars on our train. Charge the train line. Alright, so we're all charged up, 90 pounds. We're going to set the brakes and hold them for 15 seconds. I'm sorry, 15 minutes. Alright, pressure 69. We're going to confirm the pressure. It says 66 on the end of train device. Now we're going to inspect all the cars. Ensure the brake shoes are set. Alright, we've inspected. Alright, now we'll release. We're going to inspect for the released. And our test is passed. So our crew is going to get back on the locomotive. We got all our paperwork in order, and we're going to head back to Brownsville. Alright, so the yard master indicates that he wants us to put our train over on track 8. So we're going to go pull down on the switch lead and into the yard. We're going to take our power to the house. But first we have to set a handbrake. Uncouple. Okay, everyone, there you go. That's day 3 in the books. WJSA-39 down to Ciba Geigy and back to Browns. The engine's in the house and the crew's ready to go off duty. So, you know, about 10 hours on the fast clock. It was a little long. The whole reason behind that was we were waiting for a while to get some track space so we can move our cars around. But overall, we stayed under the 12-hour limit. We didn't even come close to 16 hours, so that's really good. So other than that, I think the session went really well. Didn't really have very many issues, except for it's been so long since I ran the SA-39. I forgot, you know, got to leave them 2 cars on the end and get tracked to run around down in Lakewood, or down in Sayrehurst. Kind of was scratching my head off camera there for about a good 15 minutes. I'm like, how am I going to do this? And I just remember, I'm like, oh yeah, you can. You got to do it this way. So otherwise, the session's progressing along nicely. Very happy. So that's day 3. Tomorrow, day 4, we're going to be running the SA-37 Extra. That's the WJSA-37 Extra. It's going to be the sand cars going down to service Clayton. And don't forget, we got our new sand load, so that should be nice. And so yeah, looking forward to that. If you're seeing this video for the first time and you're not subscribed to our channel, please come over and subscribe and join us. We like doing ops videos, and I like teaching about ops, and also, you know, focus on the layout construction. Pretty soon we're going to be getting back and start getting some scenery going in, so that'll be fun. Otherwise, if you're my subscribers, leave me your thumbs up, thumbs down, tell me what you think, leave your comments, questions, concerns, and other than that, that's all I have for you today, and we will see you tomorrow on Central Jersey Conrail and Scale. All right, thanks.